Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be testing out a bunch of products that I have not tried out before, that I have watched other YouTubers that I love try out and just like rave about. So my curiosity definitely got piqued, and I have seen Manny do this. I don't know if he was the first one that did this though. Like, this is the whole thing. Whenever you do a tag video, you want to give credit to whoever originated this whole thing. So if you know, let me know in the comments below. I've seen Laura do this. I've seen a lot of other people do this, but I'm sure there was a first person that did it. I just don't know who they are. I really don't. You know what? We're losing these. We're gonna start by priming the face, and I normally do not use this kind of a primer. Now this is a Jeffree primer.
This one has been one of my tried and trues for a long time.
Or Manny uses it too, I believe.
I'm obsessed with this.
But Jeffree like actually digs his whole sponge in here. I don't know why that worries me. Oh, it's like hard.
That's what she said.
Okay, that's not like a cream. I thought it would be an actual cream. I think I used a little too much. I'm gonna kind of zhuzh this around the face. Ooh, that is nice. Oh my God, hydration. What? That is like such a nice feeling. Why have I not tried this before? I think I definitely will be reaching for this because my skin all of a sudden feels so much more hydrated but not oily at all. Oh my gosh, I love it. Next up, we have the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. I have been so excited to try this out. Everybody talks about the scent of it, so I'm really curious to smell it, which is really strange to say about a foundation, but this comes in 30 shades. It's $40, and it is a medium to full coverage. This is good for all skin types, oily, combo, dry, and I am so curious. I have the shade Cashew 140. Now this is Nikki Tutorial's favorite. She talks so highly of this foundation.
This just captivated my heart and never let go.
Her skin is magic. I've seen her skin in real life and it looks so beautiful. We're gonna start out with this lighter shade first. I need to clearly start going in store instead of just ordering foundation online because that looks a little light. All right, I did get one darker. This is 230 Macaroon. And I'm just gonna pick some up with my beauty blender and go ahead and start stamping. Shoot, that is so full coverage, you guys. Like, that is no joke. Like, with just like one little layer. Wow. Oh, it does smell like perfume. I didn't even notice it until I was just like, oh yeah, I was supposed to smell it. I think it smells good. Okay. Okay, now that I'm blending, the scent is a little wild. Like, it's a little, I can smell it for sure. Whew. And I'm gonna have to add like a crap ton of bronzer because I'm so much darker than my face right now. This is great. It is not settling in any of my lines right here. It's not collecting around the nose. This is one layer and I am done. I'm ready to move on. All right, so we are going to go straight into a little milk concealer. I don't know why I didn't give this a try. I feel like I may have swatched one from PR and my mom uses this and she really loves it. And she's like, oh, it's so nice. And I've been so stuck on my favorite concealers that work for me that I haven't wanted to try anything new. But I was watching Mariah Leonard, and I think this was in her video where she was talking about underrated products. And just like the way that she was describing this, I was like, I need to give that a try.
It blends out so beautifully and it sets so prettily with so many different powders.
All right, this is definitely much lighter than a lot of the concealers that I normally use. And I'm not talking about the shade, I'm talking about just like the consistency of it. But it seems to be giving me good coverage. So we're just gonna pat this in. Yeah, that's really nice. That's actually like super lightweight under the eye. It doesn't look thick. Everything looks very natural to the point where I think you could use this on a day when you're not doing like the full thing, you know? So we're gonna have to see how this wears, but right now it's not creasing. Now this right here, I feel like I don't even know which person to credit this to because I've heard so many people talking about this. So I am taking the shade medium in the Airbrush Flawless Finish, and I'm going to set my under eye concealer. Pat, 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 dab, dab, dab. Do a little of this. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of set around the nose and in here. I am gonna be using a cream bronzer, so I don't wanna like do it everywhere. This is like a very finely milled, nice powder. I think I need a lighter shade if I'm gonna use it for brightening. Dang it. And this brush, by the way, the Y11. This is because Laura Lee uses this brush underneath her eye. I never used it under my eye. I always use it for contour, but for some reason, whenever I see these gold handled brushes, I think of Laura Lee.
I'm gonna take a Y11 brush. I'm just gonna sweep away any excess powder.
This is 100% because of Jaclyn Hill.
Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with a product that is my absolute summer can't live without staple.
This is the Chanel de Soleil bronze. I can't say this. We're gonna take my Clarisonic and I'm going to, ooh, it is hard. I'm gonna go in here, grab some product and bronze up the face. This looks beautiful on her and
I wanna look beautiful too.
I'm so surprised with how well this is sitting on top of that foundation. The foundation dries down pretty matte. And sometimes with another cream product, it's difficult to blend, but this is like all working together. I love it. I really love it. In preparation for this video, I watched so many videos from other YouTubers and actually really took the time to sit down and make lists. And I hadn't done that in a while and it was so nice. And I had just like such a long list of like products that I need to explore. And this was one of those that I was really just like so excited to try out just because the brush is like so tiny. Now, Wayne Goss talked about this in a video where he's talking about the very best brow products.
So if you have really fine hair, this can help to sort of show you where they are, and that's a great product.
I need this. I need this because I like a teeny tiny applicator for doing the final lockdown of your brows. So for me, I do need to go in with a pencil first, and I didn't have a recommendation from anyone for a pencil that I hadn't already tried. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Dior. I will be right back, and then we will set the brow with the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows. Brows are penciled in, and I'm gonna go on and see what the, ooh. Oh. Ooh, that kind of makes them look very like feathery, but I'm having a really easy time staying inside my tiny brow line, so this is great. These YouTubers really know what they're talking about. So I recently watched Jessica from Jam Beauty use this bronzer from Catrice, and you guys know Catrice makes a concealer that I love so much, so every time they come out with something that kind of makes me go, like I get very excited, I ordered it. I ordered this one off of Ulta.
It's got this kind of baked marbly look to it. It's really soft though.
Baked products can feel a little scratchy to the touch, and it is very soft. All right, so I'm gonna take, ooh, that fluffed a lot of color. I'm gonna take a Y1 brush. I'm gonna get a little excess off on my hand and just kind of go over where I put the Chanel bronzer just to kind of set it. I haven't put any powder over the Chanel bronzer or really anywhere on my face, really. And this is just so light, it does blend really well. All right, while we're still on the face, let's go ahead and add some blush to the mix. I have the Ulta Velvet Blush in the shade Honey Bunny, and I love the name Honey Bunny because that's James's nickname for me, so I think it's cute. Casey Holmes is the one that has put Ulta blushes in her favorites videos, and whenever she uses them, they blend well, they look beautiful.
Cannot go wrong with this. It is absolutely beautiful.
So shout out to Casey for making me stand in Ulta and look at all of their blushes and pick this one up. I think it's gonna be really, really pretty. Very, very subtle. I actually like that when it's not like so pa-pow like right away where you're like, oh great, now I have to like blend out all these streaks. Like this is quite soft, but it's giving me what I need and it's not grabbing. Oh my God, you guys, I'm gonna have like the best makeup day ever. That is super, super natural, beautiful. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's not shiny. This is great. All right, moving on. We have highlighters to try out, and these are new launches from Sona. This is the Cali Glow highlighter, and I have 3 different shades, and this is from her line Persona. I'm gonna swatch them all for you guys. Very like elegant highlight, which is what I would expect from Sona. She is a makeup artist. Well, I mean, she runs her line now, but before YouTube, she was a pro makeup artist, and she does very, not overly showy makeup. It's just like this gorgeous, gorgeous skin, very soft, very blended, and I like it. This shade right here, Laguna, I'm not gonna apply. I'm actually gonna apply Zuma. This looks more like what I'm going with today. So I'm gonna take a Morphe M501. Oh. And clearly everybody makes great products and has excellent taste in the beauty community. This is gorgeous and a lot stronger than I thought it would be. I was like, it's subtle, glowy, dewy, but this is just like, it swatches different than it applies on the skin. That is a wet highlight. Holy smokes. Are you kidding me right now? All right, this is beautiful, so beautiful. And then she also has the shade Del Mar. I don't have a new contour to try, but I did want to share with you guys that this brush I purchased all because of James Charles, like all because of him. This is a brush kit in collaboration with Jadey Wadey 180. That's her username on Instagram. She is also here on YouTube. And she did this contour kit where specifically there is a brush for nose contour. And I've always been a little bit curious about it, but the kit, $80, like, I really want to spend $80 for essentially 3 brushes. I mean 6 because they're double-ended. And I never pulled the trigger. And just hearing James Charles talk about this, like not even through YouTube, but in real life, I'm like, okay, dang it. I'm going to have to pony up that cash and see what the fuss is about. So I'm going to go into my Kat Von D palette and I am going to grab a little on the smaller side first. Okay, that brush makes it really easy to put like a very precise line down. I'm gonna have to play with this some more, but it is good. This is not normally how I contour my nose too. Like I do things a little out of order. Like I'll put my nose contour on with a cream and then I'll put foundation on top of it and I'll kind of bake under the eye and bring the powder up and then go over with powder. God, I am so high maintenance. Go back in with just a dab of highlight. That's pretty natural and blended. Okay, we're gonna move to eyes and I have the Carly Bible BH Cosmetics kit right here. I have never tried this. I bought this a while back and I had meant to make a video or do something. Like I even vlogged the moment where I pulled it off the shelf and I was like, I love supporting YouTubers. I'm buying this.
It is so pigmented, it's ridiculous.
And whenever she does her makeup with this, I'm always shocked. The colors blend so well and how good it looks. I'm also gonna be playing around with the new Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne collab.
A freaking palette with my name on it!
Look at this, you guys. This is me, nice and approachable. I am gonna go in with a little powder on the lids. I don't have a new primer to try out, so I'm gonna go with a velour puff and kind of just make sure my lid is nice and crease-free and powdered. The first shade I'm gonna go in with is Subscribe. I'm gonna try to keep the eyes a little bit more neutral today because the lip that I am testing out is dark. I'm gonna switch up brushes and go with a smaller tapered brush and go into the Carly Bible palette. And now I am going to go right in here. It's just slightly darker. Go just a little lower. We're gonna go into the shade 8. Same brush and basically do the same thing but not pull it all the way in, just focusing more on the outer edge. All right, all these shadows are blending so nicely. I really have to say when a YouTuber puts their name on a palette or whatever, you know, collab they're doing, their own brand, whatever it is, putting your name on something means that you're gonna test drive it every which way. And usually the products are incredible because of that. It's not like some guy in a business suit being like, yes, do this. I wanna go into like the really crazy wild palette from Kristen Leanne, but I also wanna go right into one of these highlight shades. I always see Carly Bible do this. Like she takes like just a little bit and she goes kind of high up on her nose to highlight. And I'm always like, dang, that is so pretty. So I'm full on gonna copy her highlight today. Yes. We're gonna go into the more wild palette and very artsy setup. I don't think I have seen a palette with like so many different shapes, but it's really pretty. I'm half tempted to put that like really bright orange on the lower lash line. No, you're doing a dark lip. You're gonna end up looking crazy. This is really pretty though. I'm just gonna swatch a few of these for you guys, but this is gorgeous. Dang, right? Maybe I need a little bit of that on the lid, just like a tiny, tiny little bit. That is insane. And I'm gonna take what I put on my nose right here, this more like pinky one, and I'm gonna go deeper in toward the tear duct. So pretty. I really love how this is turning out. Okay, I'm gonna take this liner from M Cosmetics. This is fresh. I have not used this, and I've tested out the liquid, and I feel like I've swatched one of these. Like maybe I did get it in PR before. Kathleen Lights raves about this eyeliner.
I love this eyeliner.
And I'm like, okay, I need to really give it a solid shot. That went on really nice and smooth. I'll have to see how long it wears, if it smudges, all of that stuff. But you guys, we have not hit one product where I'm like, awkward. So this next one is from Giorgio Armani. This is a mascara, and I would not have gone out and spent money on a mascara like this had I not been sitting down to do this video, because you guys know, for me right now, the drugstore is killing it when it comes to mascara. But my friend Fleur, who recently had a baby, oh my gosh, she named her baby River, and I love it. I love it so much. She recently had a baby, and I was watching some of her videos, and this was a mascara that she put in her favorites of the year, and I was like, you know, I've never tried that one.
This is really, really good. This Armani mascara, absolutely love it.
All right, I totally get why she loves this. It creates that kind of like wispy, but really voluminous, where some of them are sticking together in a really pretty way, where it's just like, and she has really good lashes. Like, she does not need false lashes whatsoever. I feel like I always look more awake and just like, I like false lashes, but this is beautiful, you guys. It lengthened, and it did give an extra little, you know, oomph to my lashes that really do not exist. We're gonna put on the liquid lip. Now, this is a recommendation from Taylor. Her channel name, like, I don't know why I feel like I can't say it correctly in my brain. I always called her Talia for some reason, because I don't know why. I love her channel. She does this 15 days of foundation. She does these really, really great reviews, and she's super cute, and she's from my hometown. So I was watching, I shouldn't talk while doing this, and this was one of her like favorite reds.
Doesn't move around. They're just great.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on. All right, guys, lesson learned. Do not try to talk while applying bright red liquid lipstick, because you will fail at it. That took way too long for me to apply this, but it was my own fault. The formula on this is so gorgeous. It is just like very even and velvety. It's not drying at all, and it's not like settling in my lines. And I feel like I've tried the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipsticks in lighter shades, and I haven't really loved them, but this is gorgeous. This is the shade Fiery, and I'm into it. What I'm gonna do right now is pop on these House of Lashes Iconic Light Lashes. I have never used these, and so many people rave about the Iconic Lashes from House of Lashes that I got these in PR, and I can't resist popping them on right now. So I'm gonna do that, and I will be right back. Lashes are on. I did put a little more color on the lower lash line from the Kristen Leanne palette that I was using, just kind of darken things up, and then I couldn't help myself. I did go into here, the more vibrant one, and I took this orange and I just ever so slightly did put it right there. It just gave enough without being obnoxious, and I like how everything turned out. This was so much fun to do, and I hope you guys had fun watching it. If you enjoyed this, please give the video a thumbs up and leave me comments. I hope you're having a good one, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Mwah.